this cup
Especially
is so...
with that.
Yeah. It matches my outfit.
And your lip gloss.
My lip gloss. I need to reapply.
You were just coordinating. You for the win. Coordination for the win for you. Cheers.
I hope everybody's doing well on this beautiful, blustery Saturday.
Stormy.
It's snowing outside, just barely right now.
No, really?
Little bit.
Oh my gosh. No, it needs to rain.
We like rain. So it is... I debated on whether we should put the dates, like say the dates anymore on here.
Well, I'm at least going to say Happy St. Patrick's Day, everyone.
We didn't even wear green. What is wrong with us?
We're anti.
My maiden name is Hurley.
And we have Kel in our family.
You do have Kel.
Great grandma and grandpa Kel.
We do. So happy St. Patrick's Day if you celebrate that. If you don't, then happy Saturday.
Happy Saturday.
In March. It's March 17th.
Yep.
My youngest child will be turning 21 in 2 days. All my kids will be 21 and older.
No ties.
I don't have to be a mom anymore.
No, you're done.
I'm done.
Good job. High five. Woo.
Yes. So, no, I love that they're all adults. They're so much fun.
We're more fun.
More fun. Ashley's going to be 30 this year.
Oh
I'll have a 30-year-old.
So is Eric, and he's in denial because they're the same age.
Eric's going to be 30 before Ashley, huh?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, his birthday's next month.
But welcome to everyone today, and I'm Christy.
I'm Tristan.
I am Tristan's mom.
I'm Christy's daughter.
And I'm the dyer behind Yarn Café Creations.
I am the dyer behind Dragon Horde Yarn.
And we're happy to be here.
We're very happy to be here.
What else do we say?
Hello to everyone that is new subscribers.
Yay! Thank you for subscribing, all of you. It was so nice to see those numbers go up a little bit. Mm-hmm. Not that that's what we're here for, but
no,
it's just cool.
It's really cool, yeah.
Really cool.
And then
unexpected.
Hi to everyone who's been around forever.
Welcome back to all of you that have been here since day one.
And thereafter.
Since the first horrific podcast.
Riding a bicycle. That was so funny.
At the time.
Oh, at the time.
You know, I recommend for all of you that find new podcasts to watch, do what I do. Start at their most recent one and work your way backwards.
Yeah.
Because
don't watch the first one.
No, because there's usually sound issues. Maybe we should write a book on how to
listen to podcasts.
But I don't want to because that's not fair. No, how to do a podcast. How to not fail on your first try.
Are we really the experts on that?
We're learning as we go, and that's even cooler.
I think that's the best part about doing this whole process is finding out what works for you, what doesn't, because it's not going to work for everyone.
And share it.
Yeah.
We're just happy that you guys are still around if you started with us. So
thanks for continuing to come back.
Thanks for subscribing, though. That's really cool. That really does, I didn't understand the subscribing thing until we really started getting into the analytics, and it really helps get your podcast out there to more people, which is really cool. So
makes it so we can meet more people.
Yeah,
and that's
we love
kind of the reason we're doing this.
Yes.
And then forgot to mention, really big thing. We have a Ravelry group. It's Girls in the Yarn Cafe, and that's where we do all of our knit-alongs. Mm-hmm. We draw for all of our prizes, and just kind of give basic information. All the show notes will be there. So go check that out and
that leads us into some things we have going on right now on Ravelry.
Yes.
One is is it Shu Sui or Shu Sui?
Shu Sui.
Because I heard Hannah pronounce it one way, and I heard Meg
she's
pronounce
British,
it.
so I think I'm going to go with the British one.
So you're saying she does it right?
I think they do everything right.
I don't remember if she did the Sui or the Sui.
She said Shu Sui, and I'm like, oh crap, I'm saying it wrong.
And I think KSS means knit along Shu Sui. Because if you did SSK, I think there was already a hashtag called RSSK. That's my assumption.
That's what ours was. Shorties in a shoebox.
Yeah, but we didn't have our in front of it.
Yeah.
So that's a couple things going on. We didn't even see if they were.
Yeah,
one of them is
let's go.
Our KSS Cal 2018.
Mm-hmm. So it's doing the Sushui Shrug, which is by Suzanne Summer.
It is Summer.
Yeah.
And she wasn't on Three's Company.
No,
just
we're
saying.
Very wrong.
We're sure about that.
But we're doing the knit along with Lofty Loops, who's Allison, and Meg from Bad Wolf Girl Sits and Knits, and Hannah from the Corner of Craft and the Crafty Knitting
podcast.
Okay, I'm like,
and it's Craft and then TEA.
TEA.
She's so cute.
I love her. She's an
Hannah, you're adorable. Meg, you're adorable. Allison, you're adorable.
You guys are so cute. But we're doing that knit along up until May 14th. and you just join in. You don't have to finish it. It's more of just trying it out. It's a brioche shrug. It's beautiful.
It's enormous.
I started it, and I haven't picked it up in like 3 weeks, but that's my weekend goal, is to knit back on it. I just started a lot of big projects, so
yeah, and you can post in all of our Ravelry groups, so check out, I listed all of the, I tried to link them in our Ravelry post, and I think I did it right.
I think you did, too.
I think I earburned and linked them correctly, so you can just click right from the post on there, and there's a chatter thread, and there is a finished objects thread.
Is there a finished objects?
I don't know. I'm saying that now.
I don't think there is, because it's just a knit along. It's not a finish.
But is it? Do we want a chatter thread, or because people?
Yeah.
That way they'll be. I mean, do we want just a chatter thread? Is that what we're drawing from? Mm-hmm. So they can chatter 155 times and have 155 more times chances to win.
Yeah.
Awesome! That is the best thing ever.
Join in. It's not. You don't have to finish it. Just cast it on, work on it, put some valiant effort into it, and see if it's something you like knitting. Brioche can be hard. It is an intermediate pattern, but
I've chosen not to do it.
The pattern is so easy to read, and they have links for everything. If you need a tutorial on YouTube, it's so well made.
Well, and if you want to try an easy brioche pattern to start with, you can make Tristan's pussycat hat.
A pussycat hat.
Yeah, and you can try that first. It's a brioche, adorable little hat.
Thank you.
And that's a good way to practice.
It's so easy.
Yeah.
And then if you don't want to do that, we have another one going on right now.
We have 2 more going on.
We have 2 more going
Actually,
on.
Actually, a total, it's a lot.
So
we have a lot of knit-alongs.
We just want to knit.
But the newest one is the Swancho-along.
The Nilchik.
Nilchik Swancho-along.
By Caitlin Hunter.
Caitlin Hunter pattern. And did you put a link up to the pattern in there by chance?
Probably not.
Okay. But you can look up, everybody knows who Caitlin Hunter, I think it's Caitlin. Yeah. And hers is, what's her Instagram is like...
Boyland Wonders?
Boyland Knits. I think
Boyland
it's just
Knits.
Boyland Wonders. I think it's just Boyland.
Just type in Boyland.
Put in Caitlin.
Or look for Caitlin.
Don't ask us. How about you don't do that? We don't know.
But it's beautiful. You can see in our previous podcast, we talked about a lot, and I think you have some progress you want to show on yours today. So we'll get to that. And we started it last week, and how long was it going for?
It's going till the end of May, we decided.
End of May. Okay.
Yes. Going to the end of May.
This one, you do need to have an FO, is that right?
You will need your FO, but who doesn't want the FO?
Who doesn't want to finish that thing?
I mean, the color work is a big part of it, but once you get past the color work, the sleeves are super easy. There's no color work on the sleeves. And then you just knit till it's
in the round and to the length.
Yeah, and it's DK weight.
Love that. So it's going to go fast.
That is going to go fast. I mean, I've only worked on mine like a total of 4 nights. I think a total of 4 nights.
Oh, you've gotten far. And you had a backtrack.
I'm almost done with the second, it's actually technically the third chart, and there are 6 charts. But
nice.
2 of them are really small. They're only like 2 or 4 rows long.
That's not bad.
Yeah. So anyway, do that. The hardest part for me was picking my freaking colors.
I know. That's
oh my gosh,
my issue right now.
I seriously had major heartburn over that. So I finally got some colors. I'll show those today.
Okay.
So yeah, that goes till the end of March.
May.
And
then our last knit along we have going on, we started January 1st, and it's going to go until the end of March. And so we have like 2 weeks left of March.
Yeah.
And then we're going to start drawing for some names, but it's not for you, Cal.
And use your Swancho and your shoe, whatever that other word is, and put it in there.
Yeah, because we have 3 threads going for FOs and 3 threads for chatter. And for each of them, this is a selfish knit along, and so you can choose to knit either some socks, a sweater, or a shawl, and you can have multiple entries. You can enter all of them.
Yeah,
and so many people have been doing this, and it's making me
entries.
So happy.
I love it.
And just seeing everyone's finished objects. So we have all the rules listed in our Ravelry. And so go check those out if you want to become involved with that. You have a few weeks left. I think you can get some socks out of that.
Sure.
Honestly, if you're like me, you can probably get a sweater out of it.
Pick up something that's half done that you want to finish.
That you started after January, yeah.
Yeah. Well, is that the rule? Does it have to start? Okay, so they had to start in January.
But you can also double dip. I know that... Kay from Crazy Sock Lady, she's doing the Selfish Knit Along right now as well.
Yes.
And I don't think it has as many limitations as we do. Like, you can do, like, hats and stuff.
Well, we're hard asses, though.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
We're hard asses, sorry.
I just wanted to make it fair with, like, big project socks.
Did we? Yeah, so we have the shawl, the sweater, and the sock category on the It's Not For You, which is so fun.
I love it.
And I have started, I think, let's see, made a shawl, right? My Jody shawl was in
Yep,
this
you
year.
made your Jody shawl.
I made a pair of socks with my with Leanne's yarn.
And with your Crayola yarn.
I'm not done with that one yet, but I will finish it because I'm almost done with the second sock.
Okay, I'm almost done with my second sock too.
And my swancho can be my sweater.
Yeah.
So
and I have
guys,
2 sweaters on right now that hopefully I'll finish in time.
Enter it all. We're trying to encourage everybody to knit for yourself. And it's hard. And who was it that was? So I was watching a podcast. It might have been Tracy and Jody. Somebody was saying, post pictures of yourself in your knitted object. We want to see your beautiful bodies.
I don't want to see it on hair.
We want to see how adorable you look in your knits.
What the flock?
Yeah, what the flock? You flocking flockers? Come on. Get your flocking knits on and wear them.
I mean, be proud. You made it. You made it for you.
Yeah.
Let's see it.
And I know we didn't have a hat section, but honestly, it's because we just didn't think about it.
We didn't think about it.
I didn't even think about putting a hat category, so we might have to do a hat along.
Or anything. Maybe we might just have to do an accessories along or something
hats
at some
and
point.
mittens and...
Because, I mean, we started this whole thing, and then I came out with 2 hat patterns. I'm like, oh, well, those won't even count. Whatever.
Yeah.
So we'll probably do those later.
But there are knit-alongs going on all over the internet.
Yeah.
I think Kim of Not Your Average Knits, if you
She's
haven't
doing
checked
a cowl along.
Kim, I know we've talked about her before, but she's doing a cowl along.
She's such a good designer.
She's so talented.
She's so cute.
And positive. I
know.
It. Anyway,
positivity.
Check out Not Your Average Knits podcast. We'll talk about podcasts later.
KNOT. And we'll talk about this later.
Yeah.
But so she's doing a cowl along. There's a bunch of them out there.
Yes.
So, but we'll probably do a hat along later on.
We'll find
that. Sorry, guys.
Something. Yeah.
But, and I think that is all of our admin.
Well, one thing I just wanted to bring up, let's talk about our April thing now.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yes. Last week in our heavy cream segment, by the way, thank you.
Oh, for my gosh,
all of your overwhelming feedback. I don't know how many times Tristan and I cried this
I
last
know.
2 weeks.
I'm going to cry now. Sorry, no.
Reading everybody's inspirational posts, all your
personal
private
messages.
People, if you want to go read all the comments on our last video,
they're just beautiful.
People shared their souls with us, and that was unexpected for us.
And just so,
honestly,
I'm so humbled by it.
I am too, because honestly, after our podcast, I was like, I got a little heated during that. I hope that
no one took it wrong.
I'm not apologizing for it, but I wondered if we were going to get some comments about that. But honestly, it was the opposite. It was so supportive and so kind and loving, and it broke my heart a lot of the time just hearing your stories. So thank you so much for sharing.
Yeah.
That is not easy to share your stories. So
no. That's such a personal thing and so hard to open up sometimes about that. And I really appreciate everyone reaching out, and I know I got very emotional in it last time, and I just want to say thank you guys. There's still some things that I'm working through with people that have been in my life that, again, I haven't worked through all the way. And so this is a very hard topic for me sometimes, but I think that's why I'm so passionate about it, is just bringing more awareness of anti-bullying out to the forefront. Because
for those of you that didn't watch the last podcast, we have a heavy cream segment because I'm a licensed marriage and family therapist, and Tristan is a psychology major about ready to graduate in really like
one more month. And we'll talk about that in a minute too.
So we're very passionate about psychology, but we've also had experiences. I know we sit behind this, monitor, and we maybe appear to be living a perfect life with no problems, but I'll tell you, our lives are very good right now. But you have to struggle and you have to work to get to where you want to be in life. And everyone has hard things happen to them. I would never belittle that for anyone out there. Yep. I'm just saying, being happy and being positive takes a lot of work. It does, and it's not easy. And some days you just want to give up. And this last week was a little rougher for me. I was really busy at work, but I had moments where I'm just like, I don't know if I want to get up today. Today's hard. Yesterday was hard, emotional stuff. But anyway, thank you so much for sharing. But the reason that we shared in our heavy cream segment last time about anti-bullying was we just seen some of it going on in our knitting community, and we just thought, this is a place for love and support. We don't need that here. And sharing, and there's so many different makers. There shouldn't be, there's always going to be competition because we're business owners. But we don't need to be crazy psychotic people about it. We don't. And so sorry. We want to stop the bullying online. We want to stop bullying. We see enough of it with teenagers, and we hear enough of it about it from, incidents that happen with teenagers. We don't need it in the adult world. And the thing is, this is such
I mean, I know that we all say the community is so beautiful and big, but we are actually a very small community, and we have this amazing opportunity to create this community into something that we feel safe in, that we love, that we can support everyone in. We need to be building each other up so that we can all be successful. If we're just competing and putting other people down, we're destroying the community. I know that sounds really backwards with like from a selling point, from a maker's point, and trying to, you know, build your business, but
we're unique.
We are such a unique community where if we don't support each other in this, who's going to?
And we're not here to exile the bullies either.
No.
Honestly,
this can be such a great learning experience.
I want to put my arms around the people that I see doing that and just say, hey, what do you need from us? What? How can we help you? You sound
Where is this coming from?
I mean, I know, we both know, working with, you know, people that go through depression and suicidal thoughts, and, you know, when people are angry and there's, and they bully or they're lashing out, it's coming from a place of hurt usually. Yeah. You know, anger is a secondary emotion. You always feel a different emotion before you feel anger. And usually it's hurt in some way. Yeah. Anyway, we're getting way deep into this.
We're getting into our heavy cream.
The reason that we bring this up, because we wanted to...
oh, look, I'm getting upset.
Oh, stop it.
Oh, my gosh, sorry.
We wanted to, on April 7th, we wanted to just come out with a one-day maker awareness promotion where I'm going to release a one-of-a-kind colorway on that day in a limited quantity because I have limited hands and resources. I will probably do somewhere between 25 and 50 skeins is all. And it's just going to be an awareness day for anti-bullying and spreading love. And the, is it the theme or what's the hashtag?
There's room for everyone.
It's called, there is room for everyone is kind of what we're calling it. And what was I going to say about that?
I don't know.
If you are a maker and you want to, I'm going to donate the proceeds. That's what it was. I'm going to donate the proceeds to my local high school, to their peer mentoring program that helps with kids that are feeling suicidal and feeling bullied or feeling, you know, having a hard time getting along in society.
Because we've seen so much of that just in our personal community. With, I mean, just my senior year of high school, there was like 3 or 4 suicides, and that was only when I was in one of my high schools because I transferred. And
not many people know about, you know, other people's states or other people's communities.
Yeah.
But ours is a very high religiosity is what it is.
Which also comes with a lot of
pressure,
shame,
a lot of shaming,
like self-shaming.
So there's a high suicide rate in Utah, high drug rate, illegal drugs, and prescription drug abuse rate. So anyway.
So, and I'm going to be coming out with, hopefully, a couple patterns, and that day I will be releasing them, and then all that I get from that I will be also donating to my local high school. Just actually knowing the culture there, I do know that they need some support in this, and so I am excited to be able to donate even anything to them.
And you know, we've been contacted, which is wonderful, all of you that want to be part of this. It's such a beautiful thing. But you can do whatever you want on that day, or it doesn't have to be on that day. Yeah. If you want to go volunteer your time somewhere at a school or at a community, maybe, I know in the elderly communities, there's a high suicide rate also, believe it or not. In the over 65, it's really like over 50. Yeah. That's when people start to lose spouses and they lose the will to live, and so it becomes really hard. So going to a community, we call them SNFs and skilled nursing facilities, asking if there's anything you can do to help. You know, even just sitting and chatting with somebody that's in a nursing home or in a care center can just brighten their day.
And so if you want to be involved, I did just create a very long Ravelry thread about it. And I would ask you use that for if you want to create collaborations with other people on this, if you want to be involved. If you don't have anything that you sell or you want to...
if you can't buy. That's fine too. You know, if you want to donate your time, even just awareness. Yeah, posting something on Instagram that you support it. Yeah. You know, you don't have to run anything by us. You don't need our permission or approval or anything. You do your thing. We'll do our thing.
We'll make a difference.
We're going to all make a difference.
Yeah.
But we just want to spread the love. We love this community.
So we'll be starting ours on April 9th. So look in my mom's shop. Or April 7th. Sorry, April 9th. Gosh, your bags. April 7th.
April 9th is Charlotte's daughter's birthday, in case you wanted to know. Okay, anyway.
So watch in my mom's shop, Yarn Cafe Creations, for that colorway coming out on April 7th. And I will be releasing my patterns on April 7th as well. And we will be doing what we can on our end with what we can, like, financially do, time-wise, what we can do.
And that's just the date we've chosen. If you want to do before that or after that or do pre-orders or run it the whole month of April or the rest of your life, you can. It doesn't matter.
All your life.
You can donate your proceeds. You can keep the proceeds. You know, whatever you want to do. It doesn't matter.
Even if you create, like, a colorway of yarn and you don't donate anything, you're still spreading awareness.
You're still spreading awareness. And
so that's all we want.
So that, I think, is the end of admin.
I think that is the end of admin.
I think so, yeah.
Thank you for sticking around.
Yeah.
And again, thank you all for your support with that.
Yeah.
We really appreciate it.
We appreciate it. We're looking forward to it. So.
Okay. What are you doing? What are you sipping on?
So should we go into that?
We want to go into the knitting content. Yeah.
Let's get to the knitting content. Neither one of us, well, I was going to say neither one of us are wearing knitted shawls today, but you're wearing a knitted object.
I'm wearing a knitted object.
But we're not going to talk about that, so quit looking at
Stop
Tristan.
looking at me, gosh.
Anyway,
okay.
I also wanted to say one more thing.
Okay.
I have made so many friends this week.
I know.
I love it. We've been, I'm going to move this down just a little bit.
Okay.
I just wish I could say hi to everybody.
I know.
But people that have been reaching out, I love that. I love just being able to make new friends, get to know people. I wish people lived closer. So I'm not going to say names, but all of you that have reached out and we've chatted online this week, hello. Thanks for reaching out. It's so nice to meet you and talk to you. So anyway, that made my week. That made my week so much better.
That was.
Okay, so let's go into. Should we do a review our brew before they get cold?
Mine's already cold.
She has water. I just wanted to say I am sipping on, in my cute mug, I got it Rhinebeck from Jen, from, what's the name of her podcast?
The Uncreative Crafter. On YouTube.
Uncreative Crafter on YouTube.
Uncreative Crafter, yeah.
And I will be honest, I haven't watched it. I feel bad because there's so many I've got in my queue.
Yeah.
Like, so many to watch.
But then people keep coming out with more, and then it moves everyone down.
I've started watching some of the ones I've been wanting to watch.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Okay.
So she gave us a mug at Rhinebeck, which was so awesome.
That's so cute.
And then I opened one of our, I wonder what's in this package.
We cheated.
We've been opening them lately because sometimes
I haven't been, but I did.
Sometimes they make us cry, so I figured let's open them, read all the cute little sweet notes. Yeah,
a ton. Okay.
But one of them included some of the Tezo lemon or glazed lemon loaf, which if you are a Starbucks fan, they have a glazed lemon loaf cake that.
How does it compare?
So good.
Really?
Yes, I'd rather have the loaf, of course. The lemon cake.
Yeah.
It's cake, right? Anyway, so that's what I am drinking today with a little bit of honey in it. And Tristan told me you can get these at the grocery store. There's so many different tea brands. I'm like, David's Tea. Where do I get that? You can't.
Online.
You pretty much can't. You get it online. Pay a whole bunch of money for it.
No.
Huh?
No, I'm just saying I'm not going to. I will purchase from people who give me that with my yarn.
Oh, you're like, I'll get it for free.
It'll be an add-on, and I will be winning.
Okay, but it's good. I love it. I'm going to give it a 4.5 out of 5 cups.
Nice.
I love it.
Okay.
Yeah. Perfect. Okay, so, what am I doing?
What are you doing?
Let's go into what I'm working on. I am still working on my Molly Klein design, Michigan Avenue wrap, and she mentioned she has a podcast too, Molly Klein Design. She came out with a new episode this week. I was watching it, and she said she is going to release a fingering weight version.
Good.
Because that's what I'm working on, and people keep asking me, and I refuse to give out information about it until she releases it. So, and maybe not even then, because if it's a pay-for pattern, then I'm not going to do it.
You guys go get it.
So it's a really simple wrap that she does in DK, and I did it in fingering. So here's the start. And this is in my adulting colorway doing laundry. And then I moved into some Leading Men Fiber Arts here and here in their sandcastle color. And
so pretty.
I faded it in with Forbidden Fiber Co.'s jalopy colorway. I think it's jalopy. And it goes into my tonal tan right here. And this is Not Making My Bed in my adulting colorway, adulting collection. So which is spots of pink and some pops of brown.
This is going to be so pretty when you block it and it's done.
I know. And then I did some more tonal tan. And then it goes into my adulting colorway beer right here, which is the greens with pops of gold and brown. And then this is a new colorway that I just put in the shop yesterday. This one right here is Frozen Dinners, and it's a great transition color. Tonals.
It's blue.
It's got grays and tans in it, light grays. And then this is a brand new color too. This one that I just started fading in with.
Weaving. Wow.
Weaving. I'm not a weaver.
You're legit, Mom.
I'm a dream weaver. That's the only kind of weaver I am. That's it. So this one has golds and orange pops and teal pops and brown. And it is called Not Eating My Veggies. And on... that is my adorable peep. Can you see it? It's kind of getting... There we go.
I love it.
By Sweet Cherry Shop. Oh my gosh, I love that stitch marker.
I love that so much.
So anyway, I'm using my Chiao Goose red lace size... I'm going to say it. I think I can tell that.
Yeah.
I'm using a size 4, I think.
We do with every pattern.
Yep, it's a 4. Yeah, but this isn't a pattern yet. And that's it. And I love it, and I can't stop. And it's getting really long.
How many colors do you think you're going to put in?
It's long, but if I wear it right now, like, it's not long enough for me to be a wrap.
So we need, like, that
I'm probably going to...
much more?
Yeah, not twice as much. I think probably another third.
Okay.
So, which means I might have to come up with some more colors.
2 or 3 more colors in there.
I really want to put In Bed by 9, my adulting collection, in there, which is blues. But I really was trying to find a way to put it in. I just don't know that it will go.
Yeah.
That's not the right one. That's not the right bag.
I think you would have had to have made, like, almost a solid tonal-ish gray, blue-ish
I would,
to put in the middle.
It's this color, so it's blues, tans. This is my In Bed by 9.
Yeah, I think you could have faded that in.
I probably could have, but I loved the new color with the teal and the golds, and it was so springy. So I think it would have worked right here.
Yeah.
It would have. I like this one too.
I know.
And now I'm like, I need to make a colorway that has like a gold base with some browns and some teals or something. Yeah. So this one is going to be something else.
That's going to be pretty though.
I don't know what, but it's
another
ready to
shawl.
go. Right.
Just make another one.
Right
after.
I'm gonna.
Whatever. What was that bag in?
Oh, and it's in my Rhinebeck Needles Up bag with Sue,
Chelsea,
and Andy.
Yeah.
Yep. From Needles Up.
We're going to in Maryland.
We're going to that in May.
Yeah, in Maryland. In May in Maryland.
Yes, I know.
I was going to say, for everyone who's going, let us know closer to.
Or now.
Whatever. I just probably won't remember. But closer to. Because we wanted to set up we talked to a lot of people who are going who podcast, and we wanted to set up like a podcaster meetup or a knit meetup or something.
We might even do like a little knit night over. Maybe we can do it at our place where we're staying because it's
depends on how big it is. And if people can stay outside.
I wonder if they have a room that we can.
Oh, maybe.
Because it's a big old house. We're staying in a great big old house.
That might be fun.
It is gorgeous.
But I know a lot of people want to do a podcaster meetup, and so we were thinking about doing that Saturday at 1 o'clock. Details to come.
TBD.
We don't know the layout of the land. So
if anybody's been to the Maryland Sheep and Wool Festival and you know that there's like a grassy knoll or...
one knoll.
Or just one. Or a spot. If it's cold and rainy though, what if it's cold?
If it's cold and rainy, we'll just move it over to like a coffee shop.
I wonder if there's any place in the Maryland Sheep and Wool that we can...
Maybe.
I don't know. You let us know. For those of you that have been to Rhinebeck and been to the podcaster meetup, you kind of know what the format is. Mm-hmm. We have only been there once, so we don't really know what we're doing.
And we've never been to Maryland.
Yeah.
So if you have any details, let us know. But we're thinking Saturday at 1 o'clock seems to work for most podcasters.
And I think since Sue announced something, we can probably talk about it.
Oh, yeah. We're going to be working Needles Up on the Friday before, so...
We are going to be working it.
Yeah.
We're going to be working the door.
Yeah, we're going to be... We're getting our skills up to par right now, because Connie and her husband were just amazing at the Rhinebeck one, so...
So we'll be in charge of letting people in and out, because they do such a great job of making sure that it doesn't get overcrowded and the traffic flow. Yeah. So we'll be there. We're going to talk to Sue and them about, like, we don't know exactly what the format will be, but Tristan and I might bring some music or something. We might bring something, so bring your dancing shoes.
Yeah. It'll be fun.
I'm not afraid
And so
of it.
if you're going to Maryland Sheep and Wool, just know that there's another event going on the night before, Friday, and it's in Columbia. So go to needlesup.com and you can find out all the details there. But we'll be there. It'll be fun.
And I think Kay of Crazy
Kay
Sock
will be there.
Lady
I think
who else is going?
Tabby and Rachel from Hey Sister Podcast. They're going. Meg is going from Bible Girl Sits and Knits.
Yes.
Laura Crocheting Hoovian will be there.
Who else has told us they're coming?
There was more, and I can't remember.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we'll be planning some things around there, so stay tuned.
Should we do a thread maybe in our Ravelry group?
Oh, yeah, we'll start a thread.
About the Maryland, so if you're going, you can go on there and post that you're going.
Because I won't accidentally delete that.
And that way,
That'd be so great.
That way, when we're in Maryland, we have a resource we can go to see who's all going to be there, and we can communicate via that thread.
That'll be good.
Tell people where we're going to be and all that good stuff.
Okay.
Yay!
That'll be great. Okay. Perfect.
All right. What about you? What are you working on?
I'm working on... How many projects do you have?
I just have 2.
Okay. I'm going to start
with
no
FOs.
I'm going to start with one of my big ones. I only have one faux.
Okay.
Faux show.
You run all the time.
In my Laughing Stitches bag that my mum got to me.
Laughing Stitches by NL.
By NL.
Nancy Landers. She's wonderful.
She's so great. I am working on my winterly sweater.
So pretty.
I'm so excited. So this is basically completely out of Leading Man Fiber Arts. And I put we were talking about doing the orange in here. I can't find the orange. I lost it.
She has misplaced to that.
From here to my house.
Right.
Somehow it got lost.
That's so crazy.
So we will find it one day. All caked up and ready to be pretty.
That's right.
So first off, Winterly
I love that color.
Sweater by I don't know. It'll be in the show notes.
It's right here.
Oh, I still have it here.
Winterly.
Oh my gosh. By Suvi Simula.
Uh-huh.
And you can get it on Ravelry, but you have to type in her name, not the pattern name, because for some reason it won't come up. So I finished the yoke. It's beautiful, just a lot of garter stitch for the yoke.
It's beautiful.
And then I got down and I've been working on the beautiful lace pattern.
And it's BFL.
And it's all BFL. It's all Leading Men Fiber Arts. So this is their Sandcastles colorway. I don't know what this one is, and I don't know what this one is because I caked them up before I left, and I lost the things, which is going to be really hard because I think I might need another skein of this or like another 50 gram of this.
And that's not one that I got, is it?
Mm-mm.
No.
But look at that.
Gorgeous. I can't believe how far you are.
I knit like a crazy person because 2 nights ago I picked this back up and I was like right here. And then one night I got like 3 repeats done, I think. And then last night I got almost 3 repeats done because I wanted to get to the ribbing and not have it on the needles to show. But
look how gorgeous. And how long are you going to make it?
I think I have a repeat and a half more of the lace. And so the repeat is 16 rows, so it's about like that much. But I think I might make one more to make it a little bit longer. Mm-hmm. Or I might do the ribbing longer and do a split rib.
Because with sweaters, there's that awkward length too. You either want it nice and short, or you want it to be like at a certain.
Well, I was also very worried because when I was doing the yoke, I thought that I was knitting it way too long, and then looking at it now, nope. But I ended the yoke section a little bit early. It'll still work out.
What we were talking about with all that, so that did work.
Yep. So I didn't mess it up.
Looks beautiful.
But I did end the yoke section a little bit early, and I separated for the sleeves like 1 repeat early. But I think it'll be fine.
It's gorgeous. I love the colors.
So excited.
Love the colors.
Oh, it's such my fall palette, but I am just in love with this lace.
Gorgeous.
Right here.
Leading Men Fiber Arts, guys. This is the first time we've tried their yarn.
And I love it.
And it's beautiful, and they're such sweet men.
I know.
Love meeting them.
I know.
That was one of our highlights.
That was definitely its stitches.
For sure, yeah.
So I think I'm going to make it a little bit longer, and I might split the seam instead because I really like that.
I like the split seam too.
Yeah, so I might put the back stitches plus 1 extra on hold, and I would do the ribbing in the front for probably about like that far, and then I'd switch to the back, and I'd probably do like that much of ribbing.
Have you done that on a sweater before?
Yeah, I did that on my Kingston tunic by Andrea Mowry, and I loved it.
Yeah.
So I think I might do that again, but we'll see.
I did that on my Plucky Knitter sweater that I made.
Oh, and I love
the
that.
brown one.
Yeah.
That I don't wear because it's fingering weight. And I don't love it, the drape. I don't love fingering weight sweaters. Unless this one I like because it's more of a solid
and it's
high
VFL.
twist, VFL.
But we used Fluffy on that one, was it?
I don't remember. But I've made a couple
No, I think that was an older one.
I've made a couple of fingering weight sweaters, and I just don't... When you get older, gravity takes over some parts of your body, like your love handles and stuff. And fingering weight just seems to cling to it. I like a heavier weight. And this is a heavier, even though it's fingering, it's a more solid feel.
Yeah, I'm not worried about this pilling as much.
No, it's gorgeous.
I'm still determining whether or not I need to buy another skein or just make the sleeves to about right here. Because I think that would be pretty too. The sleeves are going to be in green. So this should be finished by the time that we podcast next, and I will be wearing it.
Yay!
But I'm knitting these on my Hiya Sharps.
You're the FO queen.
I am right now.
She is.
I'm so motivated. If I get these 2 sweaters, because I have another one, if I get them done this month, that means I'll have four sweaters in 3 months.
That is crazy.
I know. And I have 2 more on the needle still.
I am like I'm picking big
You're
projects.
You're the process knitter. I'm definitely a project knitter, though.
Yeah, I'm a product knitter. You're a product knitter.
I'm a product knitter. You're a process. You enjoy the process.
I want
take time
the
with
products. Are you kidding me? I just don't have the time.
I'm just making you sound like
I really want to
thinking.
I'm not.
And
I mean, when I can, I'm knitting, but I just don't have as much. I don't think I have as much time. Maybe I do. It's all in my head.
I'm just always knitting.
And you knit faster. I think.
That.
I love it.
I knit very fast for a person.
It's very
a normal human being.
You do knit fast, so.
Okay, so
and I have one more.
Okay.
And I love it. Oh my goodness.
I know you do, and I cannot wait to cast mine on, but it might be a little while before I do that.
I have been being very disciplined on when I work on what. And so this one I've only been working on at night when I'm sitting in bed watching TV.
Okay.
It's in my gigantic Give Me a Crown bag that Nina made.
That size.
I love it. And it has
she made
snaps.
A song up about it earlier, but we weren't recording.
No, I made a Nina song because I love her bags. Okay, so I am making. Let me get the pattern. It's you probably know because we talked about it. The Swancho by Caitlin Hunter, the Ninnle Chick Swancho. And I really did have a hard time picking my colors, but I finally put everything away.
I'm so proud of you.
And I just went to what I wanted to wear. What colors do I want to wear? Mm-hmm. And these are all from my shop on DK Weight. And I'll show you.
Oh my gosh.
It's these colors. So it's...
Mom.
I know. I am so excited.
I don't think I've seen those in those colors. It's such a, gem.
It's jewel tones for sure.
Oh my gosh, I love
those.
It's
a tonal navy blue. And look at the short rows right here. You do short rows for the back so that it gives you a little more room in the back for the pattern to lay across. And then I just used I'm using moss. And that's not in my shop right now. And my I don't remember what the gray is called, and a burgundy. Yeah, I have it, but I don't.
Smoke?
Yes, my smoky gray.
Smoky gray.
And then my burgundy, which is a fig color. It's called fig. Yeah.
I love those together.
Yeah, and I've made a couple of mistakes where I've had to knit backwards, but my biggest fear is that my tension isn't going to be good. But I think with blocking, it'll be okay because I feel like my floats aren't tight.
Those feel good, Mom.
Do they? But I mean, up here, see how it's puckering a little? I think I might. It's a little tight at the top, but I was using needles and that were a little bit too small for where I was at. So I went to bigger needles, which when you're making a hat, I like to use smaller, the smaller rounds. And it bunches up. But when you're doing color work, you really do need a bigger cord.
Because if not, because I've done color work in hats, and I literally, when I'm knitting, I'll wrap the yarn around my finger, and then I'll knit it. And so it'll have just a little bump.
That's smart. Yeah, so this is, should I put it on? Let's try it on.
Let's do it.
Oh my goodness.
Mom!
That's going to be the top, and it'll be...
That is going to be amazing!
It's going to be so fun. So I'm pretty much halfway done.
Shh.
Right?
I have to make this now.
I'm pretty much halfway done.
I'm going to dye my yarn, when I get home.
It takes how much? Let's see, 4, 5,
So
6,
much.
7 skeins, I think.
Okay.
4 of the main color. There's only 2 sizes. There's a extra small, medium, and then large, extra large. And I think the smaller size is 6, and I think the bigger size is 7.
You have that right there. Let's take a look.
I can tell you that info. Yeah, because it's the extra small to medium, then large to 3XL. That's amazing.
That was good size.
So it's
800.
800 yards for the small size of the main color, 1100 for the bigger, and then 230 or 320 for each contrast. So there's 3 contrasting. Mm-hmm. So each skein of DK is usually about 230 or 40. So you'll need 1 skein each of the contrast if you're making the small size. If you're making the bigger size, you will go over the 1 skein for each. So you would need, let's see, 3, 5, 2. You might need 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You'll probably need closer to 10 skeins. So if you have scraps of DK that if you've done the DK in the past, or if you reach out, see if other people have scraps. Yeah. They want to maybe swap some, do a mini swap in DK.
I mean, it's so worth it though, because since it's a heavier weight, like I know fingering weight can be a little flimsy and maybe the knits won't last as long. This is going to be like a lifelong staple in your wardrobe. And
that's why I wanted to make it with colors that weren't going to go out of style. Like I wanted to use classic.
That you're going to always like.
That in 2 years I can still be like, I want my Swancho. Especially like on Saturday and Sunday mornings when you're just, when it's cold in the winter.
Some leggings.
Or at night after work. I always come home and the first thing I do is change into my pajamas after work.
Put my yoga pants on and a sweatshirt.
Yep, put a hoodie on, put my pajama pants on. So I can throw this Swancho on. And it's adorable.
I love that.
Such a beautiful knit. I've seen so many cute colors.
I know. I think I'm going to go more neutrals with mine.
I want to do a
instead
neutrally
of
one.
Jewel tones. I think my base color, I might go like a coppery and then have like a, for one of the contrasts, I would do a speckle and then I do 2 solids, I think, or 2 tonals.
I wanted to do a speckle in here too. I just couldn't find one that would fit into the style. But I do want to do one. Mm-hmm. I wanted to get it started, otherwise I would have probably dyed up some stuff for it. But anyway, I am loving
those are
it.
Cute.
I am using my awesome Chiaogus, and I put these stoppers on it finally. Because as you're going, like I knit it really loose in spots. Like I'm trying to be really loose, and then I would go through and kind of do this thing. And kind of tighten up and move the stitches around a little bit.
That's actually what they suggest to do. If you watch Ellie on Skiing Their Knits, it's just another YouTube podcast who I call the color queen of the world.
So she does this?
Yeah.
I didn't even know.
Yeah, she suggested to go back through after a few rounds and just kind of like...
Yeah, because you're knitting so loose, some of your stitches look weird, especially if you're floating a long distance like I do with this gray, where I'm floating across like 6 or 7 stitches. I actually, every 3 floats, I'll stop, and sometimes I have to pull the yarn and then pull more and then pull more to make it more even. But I've loved it. It's been so enjoyable, and I'm trying to do the 2-handed way. That's hard because of tension. This hand is always tighter than this hand, but practice is the only way I'm going to be able to do it.
Anyway, it's going to be beautiful. I love it.
Love my Swancho. I'm going to try to get it done for sure by Maryland.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna make one for Maryland too, but I might start it in a few weeks or a month. Tonight.
You can start it tonight.
You never know.
I'm getting to that place where the rows are getting longer, so it's each row, especially this last row where it was a 3-color row. I'm like, this row took me a long time, but that's okay because there's a lot of rows. There are a lot of rows that are just 1 color that you're just knitting, so you can get through those really fast.
I'm sold. I actually might cast this on soon. Dang
awesome.
You, mother.
You're welcome. Yay. And I just got in some DK today, and Tristan has DK in stock.
I do.
So if any of you want any custom colors, I'd be happy to dye you up some custom colors.
I will not.
Tristan is not happy to do that.
I have to stick with my colors right now, or I'm going to get way too overwhelmed with school.
And I do have some in stock. I just have not listed it. I listed any of them. So anyway, that's my only other thing.
And I got 2, so I'm gonna go through.
You go for it.
Here's my Give Me a Crown bag is my Stitches bag. And it has my little Piggly Wiggly on it. that y'all were so great with telling us what it really is. It's Razorback, I know. But it's my Piggly Wiggly, and it always will be my Piggly Wiggly.
That's right. From our friend Kimberly.
Mm-hmm. We met at Stitches, and she was great. So I still have not finished my socks.
But you've been working. It's not for lack of trying. You have been working on them at lunch every day.
Well, for the past little while, because I brought my sweaters to work, and I've been working on them. So for the last 2 days, so I still have the one done, and I
want to have a knitting group.
I know.
At work.
I know.
But not going to happen.
No. Okay.
We kind of already do. So pretty.
These are the Flying North socks by Maria Monska, and they are free on Ravelry. And they are toe up, though. I adjusted and did cuff down, and I couldn't tell you how I did it because I still don't know. But so I'm almost to the toes, and I'm almost done.
She's almost done with her second sock.
I know. I'm using my signatures, and I had to add my new yarn jewelry, my new knitting jewelry.
So cute.
It's my...
Who's it by?
It's by Sucre Miniatures.
Oh.
Who we get to see at Maryland, because she's going to this one.
Yay.
So I'm super excited. So she's going to have stuff actually at Needles Up as one of the vendors. So if you can see, it's just the giant V's.
So many stitch markers right
in there. I know, I have so many.
I love them.
And
They're
I'm using
so
my
cute.
signatures, which I bought another pair at Stitches, and I think I lost a set somewhere in my yarn closet.
Oh, I was going to say, don't lose them.
No. They're somewhere with me. I just don't.
And
I
came to the conclusion in my brain this week that signatures are really nice, and I love them.
Mm-hmm.
But man, I invested a lot of money in the couple pairs that I have, and honestly, I don't think it is necessary. I probably won't buy any more signatures.
I might not buy any more because I have 2 sets now if I can find the one.
I'm happy with the Chiaogus. I love those.
But I make a lot of socks.
You do, and I do love that there's like that etchy feel.
Mm-hmm.
And the Knit Pro Zings, I guess, have that too, right?
No, they don't have that.
Okay. Well,
But they are a good substitute.
I just don't want to sit on here and make people feel like, oh, you have to go pay that money for a signature because
no.
There are so many
the Knit Pro
work.
Zings are a very good second. And I think that's what I was trying to get across with my review of sock of DPNs the other week.
Yep. And then if you lose them, you're only out $10 or $11 instead of
$50, $60.
$50 for now I'm sitting here going, I don't need to buy any more that I paid that much
No, but
for.
I mean, we have
won't.
these few that are going to last though. Yes. And I'm okay with that. And so I have 2 sets of the signatures and the DPNs.
And I love them.
I think I'm just going to be totally fine with.
Like, don't get us wrong. They're the nicest double
best.
points that I've ever used. I love them. Mm-hmm. The socks don't slide off of them. And they're pointy. In fact, when you got up to go out there earlier, your knitting fell over onto my leg and poked through my pants. They poked through my jeans. So they're sharp.
They have a defense mechanism, too.
Yep, you can use them as a weapon.
But I love them.
Yeah, they're great.
But I also do use my Knit Pro Zings.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And I use my Chiaogus, which I have a whole bunch of double points of Chiaogus, and I love.
I don't.
You don't? I bought a bunch of them at Rhinebeck.
Really?
They had a booth with a bunch. Oh my gosh, that bag.
Okay. Well, we'll just jump onto this. No, this is.
Is that the one I got for you?
This is by Bumpy Crafts. She sent it to us. You got the giant one.
Oh yeah,
I got
yeah.
this medium
That's
one,
right.
And I just love it.
Haven't seen it. Bumpy Crafts makes beautiful bags.
Beautiful tote bag. And she is on Etsy. Antonia. And so I cast on another sweater by Caitlin Hunter.
I love Caitlin's design.
I know. I'm going to have to find... I didn't print the main picture. So I'm going to get a little... I don't want
to... Make some origami to show.
Yep. So it is the Tegna sweater.
So gorgeous.
Shirt sweater. And it's cropped. And I love it. And I've had it in my queue for forever. And then I made a new colorway. And I'm like, oh crap. This has to be a Tegna. And so...
Look at that bag.
I know. I love it. And so I created a new colorway. And it's called Bohemian. And this is it caked up. I'll be able to show it later in the skein a little bit more.
Oh, get closer because it's hard to see. There's so many beautiful little pink mauvey pops in there.
Mm-hmm.
So beautiful.
It is my new favorite.
So many beautiful
details.
I love it so much.
And I'm alternating skeins for the size that I'm doing for the small. It only takes 2 skeins. I know. And here it is so far.
That is so beautiful.
Thank you.
And you know, on a lot of speckled yarn, it wouldn't show up the lace very well, but that one is actually showing.
I know, for some reason it's showing pretty well.
Yeah, it is.
There we go.
Oh my gosh. It's so pretty.
It is so pretty. So basically you work bottom up. There's this beautiful lace section at the bottom. And then I think the rest of it is going to be stockinette. And then I do stuff with the sleeves, at the front, and the back. This is as far as I've gotten. I worked on it for 2 days.
It is gorgeous. So is it a hard lace pattern or is it intuitive? I mean...
Well, it doesn't really repeat that much, and so you do have to pay. Yeah, each row is different. You have to pay attention. I just like that it like bumps up at the bottom. It's like scallopy.
It's gorgeous.
But I love the lace work. It is beautiful. But I'm on the stockinette section, and so I'm like, okay, I'll stop here. I'm gonna finish my other sweater, and then I'll come back to this one because I know I want to finish this one, and I'm obsessed with it. But I don't want to forget where I am on that one because I have so much lace through the entire body that if I miss that, like how I do with the Kingston tunic, I'm just going to be like, I'm just not doing it anymore. Right. I'm going to do stockinette.
And you don't want to do that because that lace is so gorgeous.
It's so intricate on that one. So
yeah.
I am putting this one on hold for a few more days. I might be able to finish that one, the lace section, the body, at least tonight maybe.
Hey.
We'll see. But gosh, if you haven't played with the Tagna pattern yet, I would highly suggest it. But this is how it looks knit up on my Bohemian.
Gorgeous.
And I'm so excited. So I'm basically making a sweater for each day for Maryland.
Each day of the week. I need to do that.
So
I'm going to just wear my swancho every day.
Okay.
That's what I'm doing.
Well, I'm going to make a swancho for that too, and we could wear it to Needles Up.
Yay!
Depending on how hot or cold it is.
Yeah, right.
So there's
if it's
that.
90, we won't.
And I promise I will not have this done by next time we podcast because I'll be wearing the other sweater.
You won't have it done? You might have it done.
I just won't show it because I will want to wear it.
Oh, got it.
No. Because I'm also, if I finish that tonight, tomorrow I might cast on for the swan show, and then I'll be able to work on this and the swan show and just kind of balance it that way.
Okay. Yeah. That's good.
Even though I have
are you gonna
more whips.
Start the swan show for reals?
Yeah.
Tonight?
Yeah. I think I might dye my colors tonight, and then I'll look at starting it tomorrow.
Well, if I have any that you need.
Well, I want it I don't want it in merino.
Oh, okay.
I want it in a toothier wool.
Yeah.
So, that's what my my magic DK base is, and so I'm going to dye me some of that.
I might do a brighter version for me, too.
Oh, my gosh, you really should.
Like a black base with my favorite aqua and the
bright pink. Seriously, you need to do,
a
flock adulting sweaters.
Flock it, man.
Yeah, just flock it.
Flock all the adulting for reals.
Because I feel like you're so concerned sometimes, like, oh, I can't knit it in that because it's too bright. You just need to flock it and make
That's
one.
That's the thing. It's not that I don't wear bright colors to work. Like, I have a bright pink top that I wear with black pants and stuff. But if it's too crazy, I know me.
I know.
And I'll just
you
look
need some
at
of those crazy
go,
staples in your knitwear.
I don't. For like weekend wear and stuff, totally.
Or yarn festivals. So people can spot you across the room.
Yep. Even just wearing around the house. I had the other night I was doing orders and I got cold. My house gets really cold, and I grabbed my Andrea Mowry Find Your Fade shawl and just wrapped it around me like a mummy.
Like 18 times.
It was amazing. It kept me so warm because it's like, I think it's 15 and a half feet long. No, it's like 8 feet. I think it's 7 or 8 feet.
Are you sure it's not? Okay.
It is long, huh?
It is really long,
yeah. Anyway.
I still want to make one, but I'll probably end it early like Chelsea of Legacy Knits. She ended hers on accident early. In like the 5th color.
But it's the perfect size. I just rewatched the episode.
Yeah.
I'm rewatching some of my
your faves.
Yeah.
There's some people that are just so easy to listen to or just make you feel like so bright and cheerful inside. And I think Sue and Chelsea are definitely that for me. Like if I'm having a bad day, it's just like I just need nice people around me right now.
And in case you don't know who we are talking about, which would be weird that you wouldn't know, but it's Legacy Knits. Legacy Fiber, Legacy Knits podcast, right? Mm-hmm. And Legacy Fiber Arts is their yarn.
With a Z.
With a Z.
With a Z.
Yeah, with a Z. So the next segment, should we move on to I Wonder What's in This?
Yeah. I got a couple things.
I have 3.
I'm going to show this really fast, but I have more than you. But I just got this because Chelsea, on her Sunday Shorties, because she records a separate video sometimes, but now it's...
Is it Nap Time Shorties now?
I think it's Nap Time Shorties, because she just had a baby.
Yes.
So cute. But she said that Doghouse Pottery was having a sale. And I went on, and I got this.
Sale? Did somebody say sale?
I know. Don't tell me that.
Doesn't take much.
Don't tell me that. And I love it. And I just got it actually last night. I'm just like, yay! I don't have to wait to use it. So I'm using it right now.
with her water.
Mm-hmm.
But she did have coffee in it when she got here.
It just made me weird.
I had some yummy coffee.
So
it's gorgeous.
It's so cute.
Wouldn't pottery be a fun thing to learn how to do too?
Yeah. Eric actually wanted to buy a kiln.
What?
I know. He's so like, I want to make all the things. I want to be creative and stuff. And buying a kiln is so expensive. But I think the place I used to work at, the girls' home, they had one in their storage.
Tell him you can teach him how to make rinsed yarn. Hey, look. Here's a sink.
Gosh.
Here's some yarn.
You're being so creative,
Look how creative. You pick the soap. We have blueberry today or pomegranate, whatever you want. Yeah.
Your choice, baby. Your choice.
So why don't you start? You have how many things?
Well, I have a present for you first.
From who?
Me.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, give it to me, baby.
You should put your thing down.
Okay, I am almost at the end of a row. So do you want to start something different first?
Okay. Well, I actually opened with a joyful squee. Aww. I ordered from Antonia Bumpy Crafts.
Look at that.
And first off, she sent us stuff. And it makes so much sense because I got the package like 2 days after you. And she's like,
it matches.
The matching things are in Tristan's. And I'm like, I don't remember ordering, but cool. She sent us little DPN holders.
Yay!
To go with the bags that she sent.
Yes, which I happen to be using right now.
Really?
I should show. I didn't even show that. Let me just show what
Which one did you end up keeping?
Well,
did you keep the elephants?
I no, I didn't actually.
Really?
Oh. I borrowed the elephant one. Okay, so this is the one I kept.
Well, then this is for
you. The yarn holder, which has my tonal tan in it.
There you go. So this one will be for the giveaway.
That'll be a giveaway
in our giveaway box,
with the matching.
Which I'm going to put right here.
Yep. Thank you, Antonia.
I love that. And then I have my
unicorn
one.
I needed more of these. I totally needed
I totally needed some that fit the 5-inch.
Yes.
Love that.
That's perfect for our new
the 6 inches I don't use.
And this is cool. I almost ordered
I got
one
a
of
holder.
These.
I got a needle cozy holder.
Yep.
Needle holder.
Straight needles, right?
Straight needles. I am going to put my circulars in it.
You are? I thought you got one of those.
Well, I got one of those, but if I'm using a couple different things on projects, I'm just going to stick them in here and throw them in my bag. Like
that's
for trips and stuff.
Oh, yeah. That's a great idea.
So there's the front of it, and it has a flap because there's 2 levels. So you can put your some up here, and some right here, and some right here.
Awesome.
So it's a 3-tier. And then flap it down, roll it on up.
And put it in a bag.
And tie it up. So if we're going on trips and stuff, this is how I can organize it when I go.
True.
So I'm still going to use the hanger that we showed last week, but this is perfect for all the trips that we have planned.
It's true.
So and it's so nicely done.
She does a good job.
I love it. So she has some of these in her shop, but the one thing I was so excited about, which I just started to use it, so it doesn't look ironed or anything because I opened it, squeed, and put it on my chair.
It's an organizer for your chair.
It's an armchair organizer. Whoa, did you hear my belly?
Your stomach is growling.
It's yelling at me. So it has the pockets on both sides. And so this is the one that I put my phone in, and then I put like patterns in, or it was holding a bunch of stitch markers, my remotes. And this has been my favorite thing. Even Eric was like, where'd you get that?
That's really cool.
Because he's like, where's the remotes? And I'm like, oh, they're all in my thing. And he's like, what? And he goes over and he's like, where'd you get that?
That's fabulous.
And I love it. It's so well made, and it's with the cute little sheepies. And so Bumpy Crafts, she is on Etsy. It's very reasonable, and I love her products.
Nice.
I couldn't say anything better about her. So go check her out.
Okay, I'm done with my row.
Oh, yay. Oh, okay. Close your eyes. Here you go.
I wonder what's in this bag. That
you may not know, actually, because probably not a lot. Yeah.
Well, I knew it was Pom Pom Mag, right?
It's Pom Pom Magazine.
Yay!
It's not the most recent one.
That's okay. I don't have it.
Because it's a summer issue with summer tops in it.
Look at that one. Just right on the front. Look at this one. Just right when you open it.
So pretty. So many pretty
ones. And the one
ones.
on the front.
I know.
That. And the back.
I actually ordered 2 of these, and they didn't see that I ordered 2 of them. So mine is coming in the mail.
Oh, and you didn't want to keep this?
No, I wanted you to have it.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
I love it. It's beautiful.
Yeah, so it has so many like summer tops, a tote in it that you can get. I think I just saw a recipe for cherry pie.
Yeah,
in it.
You did. Some
There's
cowls
so
and
many
wraps.
pretty patterns in it.
Gosh.
So I wanted to give you
Thank you.
one.
Look at this.
And I have one coming too. Just in case you want to knit anything. Oh my gosh. Okay, show it.
Have you seen this cat
No, show
sweater?
them
I wanted to see if it showed this. Have you seen this cat sweater? And there, it's on that side. It's hard to see exactly what it looks like,
That
but
is
oh my
so
gosh.
fun. And you're doing color work.
color work sweaters.
So I got that for you and for me.
That
And we
is
can knit some summer things
awesome.
together.
Thank you, Tristan.
Yeah.
That is amazing. That almost looks like yours.
I know, I really like that one.
That is really cool. Okay. Great. Okay, I gotta stop looking at that.
Okay.
All right, I will start with when Tristan and I went to Stitches, we entered a drawing with Leading Men Fiber Arts, and we both won on different days because they had a daily drawing. So it was for a gift.
Oh my gosh.
What are we doing?
This yarn is by Night Owl Fibers.
Oh, yay.
On Etsy, and I just ordered another skein. I got it last night, and I left it in my stash because I'm like, they already know. They already saw it. They're going to see it again. Night Owl Fibers. Sorry.
Okay, so I won a gift certificate. So what I got in their store, I decided to order their Showstopper Gradient Razzle Dazzle Fingering Weight Gradient Set. Look at how beautiful.
That's so
that
Eastery.
It's so gorgeous.
I love that.
Isn't that
What are you going to do with
amazing?
that?
I have no idea.
I
Throw it
don't
in
know, I like
summer.
it.
I just like it.
I like the colors,
The
man.
cool thing about minis is you can throw them in a sweater for a stripe.
Oh, yeah.
Or,
Put them in socks.
Socks if you want. I don't know, but
I think that'd be
loved it.
fun for like a color work hat and
It's
mitt
awesome.
set or something like that.
So that was from Leading Men
pretty.
Fiber Arts, and they have a website which is just leadingmenfiberarts.com. Yep. Oh, it's leadingmenfiberarts.bigcartel.com. Yes, and they're amazing.
I
So
love
that's
that.
$75.25, and that was one of my things.
Love
what
it.
else do you have?
Well, Lindsay from Simply Serving HK sent us something.
What?
Yeah, she watched a podcast last week. Was the
Aw.
preface, and she wanted to send us something.
Oh my gosh! Look at the packaging.
And this, I didn't even open it.
What? You don't know what they
But
are?
I opened the card and I read it. and I'm
Oh,
like,
did you
"Aw."
cry?
I did a little bit.
But don't read it to me right now because
Okay.
I'll cry. I'll read it after.
Okay.
Or I'll read it right here.
Okay. It was just so sweet. So actually, maybe you open one.
Aw.
Present for you. Present for. Okay, so I don't know.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Oh yeah, here.
I'll open one too.
Okay, so
It's in this cute little packaging.
no, she always sends. I actually reused these before.
You have?
If I'm sending things out to people, it's like, oh, I'm gonna use this. I did that with Sucre Miniatures before too. So look how cute.
Is this tea?
I don't know.
It says herbal infusion, caffeine free. Calming herbal blend with delicate citrus and
I think
citrus
it is
and
tea.
enchanting bright
What
yellow
one did you
tone.
get?
Citronelle and verveine. What'd you get?
I
Is
got
it
wild
tea?
berry.
Is it tea?
It's in plastic. I don't know.
I don't know either.
Look at
That's
us.
so
We're so uncultured. We
cute.
don't even think that tea can come in boxes.
I hope
Oh,
it's
that smells good. This would be really good with the.
that is. These are so
I hope you can
cool.
eat it. Well, drink it.
Drink it.
Well, it says caffeine free.
Citronelle, verveine, citronelle.
It is tea.
Is it like a little bag? Oh my gosh, Lindsay! Oh my gosh, I just dropped.
So fancy.
Thank you so
so
much.
cute.
I've never seen tea like that. That is so
And it's from
original.
ceremonytea.com. So ceremony with an IE at the end. Tea.com.
Thank you so much.
So cute. Smell, yeah.
Mine doesn't smell really like
Oh
strong.
my gosh, I like that.
But it's very herbally, huh? Oh, that is so cool. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm going to review that next time.
We can do that.
So,
Okay, so Lindsay, Simply Serving HK. There we go.
she is a
She makes
talented stitch
so,
marker.
oh, she's so talented.
Okay, I'm opening it.
Me too.
Handmade littles.
Oh my gosh,
show
I
me,
was
don't
just
show me.
saying that I needed some of these.
Oh my goodness. Look at
Oh my gosh.
Did you get the same ones?
Look at that little bear.
A little bear cupcake and a peep. I love the peeps, you guys.
I know. I was just saying that I needed to get one of these, but I wanted the The chicken one.
See, that was so sweet of you.
Oh my gosh, these are so beautiful, girl.
Oh.
And the bear has a little bumblebee on him.
He does with the little
With
see-through wings.
With see-through wings?
Look at the little wings.
What?
Okay.
Those are
We're
so
gushing because these are amazing.
These are so pretty.
Check out Lindsay's shop if you can get
I do
something.
like this peep.
She sells out pretty quickly these days.
Yeah,
she's
doing really good.
She's so talented. These stitch marker makers, I'm just loving
You're
all the
driving me
differences.
crazy.
That was very sweet of you, Lindsay.
Thank you so much.
That was not necessary, but very
Greatly
much
appreciated.
Thank you. Oh, I love that.
Right.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna keep that card. All right, and then had someone reached out to me, asked if she could send us a little something of hers, and she's her name's Candy, and she actually is the one that sent us the tea that I reviewed today. Don't eat your hair.
I know, it was not that good.
And she has a shop called Queen Big Ears Fiber Co. I just want to show you her card. She sent me these. Sent us
so cute.
These cute little 80/20 minis, you guys. But look at this adorable little.
Wait, are these for us to review or for us to give away?
Let's see.
Those are, I'm gonna hold these.
I'm trying to remember. She sent us the sweetest card too.
This is one that made us cry.
This is one that we cried about.
Oh my
Candy.
gosh.
It meant so much.
Look at those colors.
Yes, these are for giveaway.
Oh, dang it.
Well, yeah, and we are enjoying the goodies.
Because look how cute those are. I might have to order from her.
Yes.
I mean, this one right alone.
80/20 sock yarn.
Look at
pretty.
at that. Just look at that.
That's so your color palette.
I know.
But it doesn't have pink in
socks too. Are you saying that pinks are my color palette now?
Lately, yeah. And then she dyes yarn, obviously, and so she also sent this for a giveaway. It's a 75/25 merino nylon.
3-ply.
3-ply.
We were like checking the planet, and they're all like, "Is
cute
that 2?"
Little stitch marker with a semicolon.
Oh yes, and we also got.
She also gave us some of those little stitch markers, which is a Vincent Van Gogh. This colorway was the Vincent Van Gogh, right?
Inspired.
Yeah, base with red poppies, Vincent Van Gogh inspired. But the semicolon is, Tristan explained it to me. I didn't really know that.
Yeah, so with a semicolon in sentences, it's you use them when you could have put a period in, but with a semicolon, you put it at the end of a sentence and then you continue. So it's you could have stopped, but you chose to continue it, and it has become more of a national symbol for people who have gone through like attempted suicide or depression, who have thought about suicide, and it's more of saying I could have ended my life, but I chose to continue my story. And so it's just a beautiful representation of people who have struggled and gone through
really hard times
with that. And so I was just honored to get something to represent that as well.
And thank you so much for sharing your story with us, which we won't share with everybody, but that was so sweet of you, and that means a lot. Just, it's amazing that so many people have gone through hard things. I mean,
and are still progressing,
struggling.
moving forward, though.
And still doing what needs to be done.
Even sometimes standing still is still progress.
Just really making the effort to not go backwards. And that's hard.
I have to give this back to the thing.
Yeah.
I was holding on to it. I'm like,
All right. Well, thank you so much, Candy. We appreciate that. That's
so beautiful.
Yes.
Okay, and here's my last thing. I'm obsessed with it. It's by Lila Styles on Etsy. And Meg had posted a couple pictures of her Coraline bag, or someone did, and then Meg got this beautiful Dobby bag. And so I went on there, and I'm like, I have to have that Coraline bag. So I got it. Let's see.
Let's see what it is. Oh my gosh, it looks very...
And I think she sent some extra things.
Oh my goodness. Look how beautiful that fabric is.
I know.
So vibrant.
Okay, let's see. Oh, honey, this is like a heavier canvas. I'm excited.
Oh my...
Ooh, letter. I know, I'm shedding
She's got
so much.
Hair all over.
Feel everything. Rainbow dragon scale bag.
Oh, look at
I love it.
Scales. So sweet. Her Etsy shop is called Lila Styles. It's etsy.com/shop/Lila Styles.
And her name is Angelica, and
look at how beautiful.
Honey, I don't know if this bag is for me or for you guys, so you can look at it and it's bigger than it looks.
Oh, that is amazing.
I didn't order this one. This is beautiful.
It's dragon scales.
It's dragon scales. Oh my gosh, girl. I hope, I don't know. I don't want to be selfish, but this is beautiful. Oh, that's so so much.
Oh, wow. That is gorgeous.
And it's like a heavy canvas fillet. I love that. And so I ordered the Coraline bag with the buttons.
Oh, beautiful.
And I love it so much. These are a lot bigger than I thought they would be.
That is so pretty.
I love it. I know. These are gorgeous, honey. Oh, my gosh.
And zip top.
Uh-huh. Big, sturdy.
Very big.
I love these. And I just love that fabric so much. And
That's
she has
so
a lot
cute.
more of, like, my style, actually. And so I had to do this. I'm obsessed with Steven Universe. If anyone has seen it.
I've never heard of that.
Yeah, it's a newer show, and at first I thought it was a cartoon for kids, but honestly, I think it's more for teens and young adults.
That's so cute.
And it's so fun. And so I actually bought this, and I'm like, if you ever get another, if you ever get more of the fabric in, it has that. If you ever get more of the fabric in, let me know, because I would love to have a bag in it. And so she created a listing for me, and we were able to, like,
So what's the difference between these two? Just the size? And this one doesn't expand?
That one doesn't expand. That one's more like a makeup bag, and that's kind of what I got it for.
I have my makeup in a...
And then I have it for a backpack.
Very
These
cool.
are so beautiful and so well done, and I really do love her fabric choices, because
they're original. I haven't seen those around.
Yeah, they're original. They're canvasy. They're heavier, which I love, so they're sturdier.
The batting or the lining she uses is great.
Mm-hmm. And so,
great.
Yeah, I'm completely in love with these. I knew I was going to love them, but these are just remarkable.
Very
so I'm going to have to find out who this is for. Because I want it, but
Surprise.
I want you guys to have it too, so we'll see. But yeah, so go check out her shop. She has a lot of
styles.
Really amazing prints in there. It was very hard to narrow it down. So, that was my last one.
Break timer. Okay, well, I have one more thing. Sweet Molly of Molly Klein Design sent us a little package today, a couple days ago, a few days ago. I told her I'm going to open it with Tristan, so she sent us a sweet little package with some needle holders.
Oh, how cute.
Which was so sweet and unnecessary, just as a little gift. So these...
Oh.
Yeah, just as a little gift for us. Isn't that?
Thank you.
A little Valentine, and you can never have too many of
and
these.
And a Harry Potter one.
Right? That's why you get that one.
And look on the inside. I love that. I love that contrast.
Sweet cinnamon spice Tazo.
Oh, I do like cinnamon.
We like that. So
cinnamon
Molly,
and
that
mint.
was so kind of you and unnecessary. Molly sells hand-dyed yarns and bags and needle holders, all kinds of fun stuff. So check her out. She has a podcast, Molly Klein Design. She's a sweet friend of ours. Anyway, thanks so much, Molly.
Thank
she also
you.
makes all natural soaps, which I did.
I have some of hers.
I put those in
I couldn't show them because I gave them on my fiber share.
Oh, really?
But
you sacrificed your soaps.
I know.
I put them in my advent calendars for people.
Oh yeah.
So I hope everybody's
I put it in my yarn
this.
closet for a while, and now my whole yarn closet smells like
delicious.
Really good.
Yes. All right. Well, let's move on to the next section that's going to be a Tristan celebration because I have no finished objects.
I finished my Del Sol tank, and so it is this lovely thing.
It's gorgeous.
That I bought this dress to go with.
It's cute. You bought this just for that?
Yeah, well, it was a thrift store. All my clothes are thrifted right now.
Thrift stores carry good stuff.
I love it. So I finished it, and I love it, and it is reversible. So you can do the V-neck, or you can do the scoop neck, which I did, and I used Forbidden Fiber Co's yarn in the Wallflower number 23.
It's the linen blend,
Yeah,
right?
the linen blend.
Was it wool linen? I don't remember.
No, I don't know.
I have some.
Where is it?
Right
Where is
there.
it?
The pink.
Yep. Yeah.
Leanne, our bestest friend, Forbidden Fiber Co.
Mm-hmm. And it's 60% organic cotton, 40% linen.
That's what it is. Cotton linen blend.
Here's her other yarn.
Yes.
But here's her tag. And I love her yarn.
Yes. And so I'm going to find the right project, maybe out of the Pom Pom magazine.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
To make with that yarn.
So I have some fingering weight put aside for that.
Yay!
So I'm gonna look through and find something to do. But I love it so much.
And who's the pattern by?
It is by it was sold with Yoth. I think they designed it specifically for Yoth.
Oh yeah.
And it was.
Did we have it on here last
Veronica
week?
Job.
Oh yeah.
And published by Yoth. So. I love it. It turned out so much better. I need to block it still because I've just been ironing it and the bottom keeps flipping up.
And it was a quick knit, wasn't it?
It was a very quick knit. And the construction on this was beautifully constructed, actually.
I love the seams, how on the side it looks like a false seam.
Yeah, I felt a little...
Because you didn't have to seam it, did you? It was...
No, I had to seam that.
I thought it was knit in the round.
Nope. I knit the front, knit the back, seamed them together.
Awesome.
But this whole thing on the side, so there's my tank top, it was mattress stitched, I think, or something, and that was the first time I've done that. And I did it really badly.
You did?
I did it really badly. Good. It keeps bunching up on the sides a little bit.
Did you do it too tight or something, or what?
No, if you mattress stitch, I've never done it before.
I think it looks great.
Okay, good.
Yeah, you can't tell.
So I'm gonna block it, and it's gonna go with this dress, and it's gonna be one of my summer staples. I'm so excited. So, and I like working with linen. A lot of people ask me, is it rough? I'm like, well, it's no merino, obviously. But
I think you're gonna love it after you wet block it.
I think so too.
It will grow a little.
It's gonna grow,
but I think it'll lay flatter, like around your arms and everything. It's gonna look more finished.
Yeah.
Kind of like when you make a shawl, and you're like, I don't know if I want to block this, and then you block it, and you're like,
oh,
so glad I blocked it.
Yeah. So
that'll be good.
I love it so much. I think I'm gonna make a longer one for the dress. I think I'm gonna make a dress one, because it gives you measurements for a cropped like this, a tank, and a dress.
So the dress you would still do in 2 pieces and then just seam it?
I think so.
Fabulous.
They give you some different increasing sections, of course, but essentially.
I bet you could use fingering weight. I don't know how I would like that.
I think I would. I think I will at one of them. Mm-hmm.
Would you?
I think I'll still lay fine. And it's a summer shirt, and so it's meant to be flowy and a little bit more.
Well, I mean, like the wool fingering weight. I don't know how that will lay. I'm trying to think, because I love how the drapiness of this.
Yeah.
If you used, I bet you, like a BFL or something that was more drapey.
I think that is something with silk in it, maybe.
Silk would be
a BFL
fabulous.
silk.
I have my robust sock base is 75% South American wool.
Oh.
And it lays more drapey.
Yeah, that one might be really good for that.
Than a merino.
I might try this with my BFL on the... Yeah. I keep saying all these things like, I'm going to make in the fairy ring colorway. It's just because I want to knit something with that colorway, but I haven't found the project yet that I'm going to cast on with it.
Maybe you should start a hashtag of like summer knitwear.
Maybe, yeah.
Do like a summer knitwear along where we all make summer.
I mean, as soon as March is over, we could start another summer knit along.
We could do like a summer along. Like you can either make
shorts.
Shorts.
I plan on making a pair of shorts. I actually, when I first started knitting, if you remember, I designed.
You did swimsuits.
Well, swimsuits for crochet, but I designed a skirt.
I don't remember the skirt.
And I still have it somewhere. And I was gonna add like that stretchy thing that you put in.
Elastic?
Yes. I was going to add some elastic to it. And then I didn't know how, but I designed a skirt.
I
totally forgot about that.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was made with acrylic yarn, and it's actually really cute, and it has 3 cable details on it and some eyelets.
And it was knitted?
This is when I first started. Yeah, it was knitted.
Man.
I know.
Beginners, what do you call it? Ignorance.
I know.
You just do it because you don't know any better,
I'm just going to do it. And I didn't know how to write it down or anything like that. But, I mean, I could design some cute things like that. But, maybe we'll have to do a summer knit along.
There's so many cute patterns that you, like in the Pom Pom magazine, or these tank tops, things with linen. Maybe we do a linen along.
I wouldn't want to say just linen because not everyone sells linen. And not a lot of places do, actually. It's actually a little bit harder to find.
True.
And the people who I bought my linen from actually refunded me because they are out. So
that's right.
It's a little hard to come by. So I would say maybe just a summer knit along.
Yeah, that
just
would be so much fun. Like
summer clothing.
Clothing and
we could call it Summer Nights Knit Along.
Summer Nights? Isn't that a Grease song?
Maybe.
That would be so cool. I would love it.
I think we're going to do that. We'll get the details, but I think that'd be way fun.
Yeah.
And just have it until August or something.
Well, because
or September, because it's still hot.
The Grocery Girls right now on Craftsy on their what do you call it? Off Our Needles.
Mm-hmm.
They just are doing a t-shirt.
Oh, yeah. I saw that. I was actually looking at that.
And there's a lot of cute t-shirt patterns I've seen. So that would be a great one to put in there. T-shirts and, summery dresses. I think that'd be so fun. I want to do some sewing, too. I would love to make some summery.
I wish there was enough time in the day to do stuff like that. But yeah, we'll have to do a summer knit-along, and we'll get the fine details later.
Yeah.
Great.
So I think those are all the things we've finished. Are those all the finished objects, or do we have more?
No.
Oh, my
I'm
goodness.
not hiding them, I promise.
I'm like, I didn't have any.
Shit, Tristan, really?
Wow. So I think we'll move on into our next segment, which is I'm Dyeing Hair. Tristan, why don't you show us your new...
How many do you have?
I have 2.
Okay, me too.
Okay,
so I showed this a little bit already.
So pretty.
I fell in love. I can't even handle it. So this is my Bohemian colorway that I showed that I'm knitting with. I have a bunch of them dyed up. I have a bunch of orders going out, but I am so happy with how it turned out.
Those speckles are beautiful.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm a little obsessed, and I just added my fairy base, which is my sparkle base, to my shop. So I actually started my update this morning.
Yeah,
and you started yours last night. So
yesterday.
we have yesterday. Yeah, we have some of these in the shop. I think
you have. Some
I
of
might
those.
be out of this. I am having a very small shop update right now, so I can start dyeing for our show.
Coming
and start
up.
getting some of those out of the way, and then I just finished dyeing all the Harry Potter colorways, the musical colorways for a Harry Potter musical, and so those are all drying. So I'm going to dye these all up and then my Swatcha stuff. So
and we're doing 2 shows coming up. We're doing in May, right the weekend after we get back from Needles Up, and Maryland Sheep and Wool. We're doing the Great Basin Fiber Festival here in Farmington, Utah, which will be great. A great get our feet wet show because it's local. I have a cargo van that I now own
that we got
for shows, and then we're going to be doing Vogue Knitting Live in September
in California,
San Francisco, and it's going to be over my birthday weekend.
We are going to have to go to Chinatown.
Oh yeah, well yeah.
Yeah, we're going to have to spend an extra day and go to Chinatown.
Well, for sure. We're going to have to take that whole week off because we're driving.
Yeah, we're going to have the whole
week off. We're driving to San Fran.
Maybe a week and a half.
Well, let's not get too crazy.
Okay.
We do have jobs still. But that'll be a lot of fun.
Hopefully they don't fire us for going to California.
That'll be so much fun. Yeah, we don't want to get fired.
I know.
But
okay, so this is thank you. This is my other colorway.
That's your BFL, isn't it?
This is my BFL. I love my BFL, and I just got a bunch more in, which I'm really excited about because I want to knit some of the colorwork sweaters, like the Zwig.
Zvig. It's with a V.
Zvig.
Pronounced with a V.
So this is actually blowing out. It's a little bit darker / brighter.
Yeah,
I don't really know how to explain it.
So pretty though.
Thank you. So this is my Temptation colorway.
Peachy.
Maybe by me. Yeah. So it's a little bit more true too.
Peachy.
Way back here. So it's very pretty. Peachy. This is one of the colorways that I was talking about last week where I'm like, I just threw things in and it worked.
And it has what colors? Blue? Are those blues or what
Those are accidental blues.
Accidental
actually.
blues?
So we got some greens in here, which in turn bled to some of these blues in here.
Wow.
And then we got this like almost reddish pink in here. But I didn't think it would work, and I love it so much. It's a little bit more unconventional of colors, and I'm feeling like I found that that's something I'm being more drawn to right now.
Well, and they're springy, too. Yeah. And I think all of us are like, okay, we're ready for spring. I don't think I'm ready for summer yet, but I'm ready for spring.
I think I'm ready for rain.
Rain, the flowers.
We heard birds chirping earlier today.
And it was like, this morning the wind was howling and it was snowing here. And there's birds out there and they sounded so confused.
I know.
They're
Those
like,
poor things, you're like, I came all the way like north for this.
The sun was shining earlier. What happened?
Let's go back south.
We have that's okay. Go ahead. Sorry. Speaking of birds, we have a herd of, what do you call it? A flock of ducks living in our...
What, the flock?
Yeah, they're in our yard every day now.
Oh my God.
We've inherited a whole herd of ducks. I don't know, anyway. And they're loud, and they come at you.
No, they terrify me. The night that you came home from My Favorite Murder, and they were just there watching you.
In my headlights, and they're like, quack, 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 coming at me. I was waiting to hear, quack.
You're like, come at me, bro.
Come at me, bro. Yeah, I took a video of them, but that's beautiful. Sorry,
you.
didn't mean to.
No, you're good.
I'm gonna grab mine.
There's that. I have. Actually, I might be out of these too. I don't know. But go check them out. I love this color.
We're so opposites. Well, kind of. Your first one was more earthy.
Mm-hmm.
I love those.
I know.
Okay, so I have my Adulting 2018 collection going on right now in the shop, and I don't know what's still left.
Legit.
But I had 5 colors, and now I have 7. I came up with 2 more. This one is called Frozen Dinners. It's a very neutrally tonal with some speckles. Just some monochromatic speckles.
That would be so great in like a Zweig.
It would.
As like the main color.
Mm-hmm, it would. It's just, I love it.
So pretty.
It's just light tan with some gray and some pops of some darker grays and charcoals in there. So.
And it reads across as blue, but sometimes like those just bleed blue.
Well, and it's a light gray, and this light gray happens to be a more of an elephanty.
Oh, okay.
Gray, like a slate, kind of a slate gray color, which leans more towards blue.
So it has some, okay.
Yeah, so that is the actual color of the dye. It's not, it didn't actually bleed blue, that's just the color of it.
Okay.
Because I have 2 brands of dye with gray, and this one's the lighter.
I like that.
And then this next one is called Not Eating My Veggies. And I love how this one, that's what I'm knitting with right now. So it's golds and grays with pops of teal and brown and orange.
See, with that would be a total Rhinebeck color for me.
I love it.
But it translates to spring, too.
It's very springy, but also
so
very
cool.
fall. And that's the one I'm knitting with right now in my Molly Klein design, Michigan
But
Avenue.
you're fading it, so it may not read as accurate.
From here, it's all faded with the Frozen Dinners.
Okay.
Yeah, and so I'm just now getting into just knitting with the color. So you can see the little pops of brown and... Anyway, I'm excited about it. I love these colors.
That.
And I'm hoping to come up with just a couple more for the Adulting collection because I want to use some more colors. And
you're like, I'm not done with my shawl yet, so I have to.
And I'm moving into color now. I started out really neutrally.
Did you just go like...
What?
You're like, I'm moving into color.
And Mommy said to the baby. Yeah. So anyway, and this is these ones are on my biscotti, which is 8515. And I love the biscotti. I love it because it doesn't pill. Like there's not much of a halo at all.
Yeah.
And it has more merino, which is surprising, but it's a longer, the way they've spun it, and I don't remember if it's called worsted or
spun.
woolen. I don't remember which one. Whichever one is the one they comb it first so that all the fibers lay the same direction. So really durable. And Tristan and I both love this 8515. So... But that's all I've got, and I'm dyeing here this week for me.
I only had the 2. I left some drying at home. I have a new colorway coming. I'm going into some darker colors right now because I've been stuck in the pink and mauve zone for a minute.
And grays, but they're beautiful.
Yeah, but I'm going into like deeper and darker, and so I have some of those that are drying up.
Your soul.
Like my soul.
Like your soul.
So I'll have some of those coming out probably next week's update. I'll start showing some of those off. So stay tuned. And again, we both have some pretty cool things in our shops right now.
I won't be having a shop update next week because I'll be in Vegas with Marche celebrating her 21st.
Yep. And from here, for a little bit, I think my updates are going to be slightly smaller. Just with the available quantity of what bases and stuff, just because I will be prepping. And since I have limited time with school, I have to prepare a little bit more. I know I'm almost done. Oh, you want to hear something funny about school, by the way? So I am graduating in May. I'm going to walk next year because I think it's so funny. Because now I look back and at first I'm like, wait. And I had those moments of like, ah. And then I had those moments of, oh yeah, that's fine. But I thought my graduation was in April, but it's actually the day that we leave for Maryland.
Which, when she told me that, I'm like, we can totally cancel Maryland trip.
Like, we're good. We're fine.
I would support you. That'd be totally fine. I know Sue and Chelsea and Andy would understand.
Oh, no, that'd be fine. I get that.
So I left it up to Tristan. I'd so much rather
go to Maryland.
I'm like, you decide. If you want to do the graduation walking, I would love that.
I'm still graduating, and I'll still do a party and stuff. But I'm actually going to do photos this weekend because I just got a thing for my camera. But yeah, so Maryland is now going to be my graduation present to myself.
Yay! We're going to celebrate. Maybe we should have a celebration there.
Maybe.
We'll create something you can walk to.
Okay.
I'll knit you a cap and gown. No, I won't.
Oh my gosh, Mom.
I won't.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
But yeah. And then I think the last thing we want to talk about was podcasts.
Oh, yeah.
That we've been watching.
Oh my gosh, let me go through my history.
Well, I know one of them that I just started watching is a couple of them that, well, there's several that I just started watching.
I know, me too. That's why I have to go through my history.
Yeah, off the top of my head, though, Cozy Up with the Stitchin' Sisters. No, Cozy Up with the Stitchin' Sisters? Yeah. No, is that what it is? Yeah. Stitchin' Sisters?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Cozy Up with the Stitchin' Sisters.
Okay. It's 4 sisters that live in Canada. They're just so cute together.
They're so cute.
They're fun to watch. I caught a live of theirs. Were we both on it?
I think so, we were. Yeah.
About a week ago.
Yeah.
They're so fun. So that's a fun one to watch. And then Knitters League. I started watching Knitters League, and one of them finished a swan show, which I was like, oh my gosh, that's what really inspired me.
I got to knit this thing.
To get going on my swan show.
Yeah.
And then Squirrel Pipe Productions podcast.
I started watching that too. She's cute.
So cute. I watched her newest one yesterday, and she's actually pregnant.
Yeah.
She stood up and showed her sweater, and she had a little baby bump, and it was so adorable.
She's cute. I really like her.
She is cute. And I'm trying to think if there was a couple other ones.
Have you seen Tiny Human Knits?
I haven't watched that one yet.
That one's good. I started watching that one.
Okay.
Let's see. I started so many.
Well, because I posted one on my on my Instagram, and I don't remember the name of it now, but I started watching hers. Oh wait, what's that one?
Little Tailoress.
No, Driftless Knitting. We talked about her last week. And who was the other
Soprano Knits is one that I've really been watching.
Let me just find the other one.
She's best friends with Hannah of Corner of Craft.
Oh.
And they went to
best friends.
EYF together. And I've been watching Hohi's journals too. Hohi Locatelli. She started a channel on YouTube, and she's doing little journals, which have been so informative to me, just with like hearing the designing process a little bit more, because she may not think that she's giving these little gems away of information, but she is a little bit more, because I know when we talk about our knitting, we're like, oh yeah, and I just did this instead, because this is how I do it. And then I've had people say back to me, oh my gosh, I never even thought of that. Okay, that helps me so much. And so she's just talking normally, journaling about what's going on with her during that time, different patterns that she's been playing with. But she's giving me, she's teaching me so much. And so I've really been enjoying that. Awesome.
Let me look at my history. Hold on. I know we're taking up precious time here.
How to do a mattress stitch. That was fun.
Let's see. There's Squirrel Pie, Stitchin' Sisters, Molly Klein.
Fiber Tales is a new podcast. I think she has 5 or 6 episodes out. And I heard of her from Deborah. She posted that on her Instagram. And I can't remember her name, but I started watching her last week. And she's really cute, too. She's very knowledgeable. And I feel like everyone who is anywhere near Norway, which I think she is very knowledgeable about knitting. So she's very cute.
That's cool. Oh my gosh. Oh, Coffee and Craft podcast. It has Bernadette from West Coast Wool. Wet Coast Wool.
Wet Coast Wool.
Wet Coast Wool podcast. She now has her own podcast.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. And I don't know that I don't think she's working at the shop anymore. I did. What?
That's Soprano Knits.
Yeah, right there. I watched it too.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And then I also watched, oh my gosh, where is it? Knitting the Stash. Knitting the Stash. I watched that one. That was really cute. Oh my gosh, I watched so many new ones.
I know. I'm like, holy crap.
That I can't find.
The Knitted Cupcake. She's really cute too.
A Wooden Nest. That was a new one. She's got so many followers though, and she only has 8 or 10 episodes. She does all kinds of fun stuff.
By the Lakeside.
I can't find it. I cannot find it. Oh, there it is. Sticks and Threads podcast. That's a brand new one. So give her some love. She's just getting started. And of course, Not Your Average Knits, Dramatic Knits. Man, I've been watching a lot of podcasts.
Yeah, this just gives you a little insight to how many that we listen to or how many we watch throughout the week.
I feel like I don't watch that many, but now watching these, I'm Adelaide Cottage. I watched hers. Christy Glass. Man, Little Drops of Wonderful.
Oh, I've never heard of that one.
Yeah, Two Tangled Skeins.
There was one where it's like a mom and her son.
Yes, Happy Knitter podcast. Happy Knitting.
Well, there's the Happy Knitting podcast.
This
and
one's
I love
called
her.
Happy Knits. HAPPEE Knits podcast. That's
Is that the mother and
daughter,
son?
or mother and son? Yeah.
Yeah, they're cute.
Jordan is her son.
They're
Anyway,
really cute. So there's a bunch
suggestions
of if you guys are looking for a new podcast.
Yeah.
I've been seeing more and more people post on Instagram or Facebook. Does anyone have any suggestions?
Yeah.
And so there are some ideas for you guys if you want to go look at some of those. And then, of course, our normals that we watch.
Normals.
Our normals, Knitting X-Pack, Grocery Girls, obviously, because everyone knows who they are.
Right.
Legacy Knits, Crazy Sock Lady, Bad Wolf Girl. That's just
All kinds
some of mine.
them.
Yeah. So go check them all out. Everyone's worth a listen. And find which ones that speak to your soul.
Right.
Tickle your fancy.
Right.
Yeah. Are you having fun there?
I am. I think that's all we have for this week. We did a pretty heavy cream last week. So
and we got really in-depth in the beginning, so
I think we're done
okay.
with that. But we just appreciate your support. We appreciate
Absolutely.
you stopping by and
saying hi.
Hello. And we'll probably see you in a couple weeks.
Mm-hmm.
2 to 3 weeks.
I'm just glad that you planned your trip so well.
Right in between.
Right in between.
I know. I did. You're welcome.
Thank you.
So
I appreciate that.
all right. Well, until next time, thanks for stopping by. We hope you have a great couple weeks.
And we'll see you later.
Okay.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.